I'm sure the vast majority of you have heard that America is continuing to drop in academic rank compared to other well-developed foreign nations. According to data for the Programs for International Student Assessment in 2013, America is currently ranked 26th in math, 21st in science, and 17th in reading, with ranks that are continuing to drop as the years continue. Because of this drop in rank in academics, many high schools across the nation have decided that the best solution to this problem is to cut physical education time from the curriculum. However, I would like to argue that this is actually far from the best solution and may in fact not be providing any benefits to our students at all. That being said, I propose that all high schools across the nation should require all students to participate in at least 30 minutes of physical education 5 days per week at a bare minimum. My beliefs in this necessary change stem from the fact that I studied kinesiology at Penn State during my undergraduate career. Throughout my education, I learned the importance of daily physical activity in maintaining a healthy physical and mental well-being, both of which are necessary for the production of successful students. As either current parents or future parents, it is our duty to fight the detrimental effects high schools may be causing our students by cutting physical education time, and to ensure that our students are living the healthiest lives possible. Therefore, I would like to discuss with you why requiring high schools to have every student participate in at least 150 minutes per week of physical education is necessary to maintaining their well-beings. First, by discussing how physical education improves physical lifestyle, and then concluding with how exercise contributes to better mental and cognitive functioning. According to data from the Centers for Disease Control in 2007, only 2.1% of high schools across the country require students to participate in a daily gym class. However, the CDC also reports that students should be participating in at least 225 minutes or 45 minutes per day of physical education. How is this even possible when only 2.1% of high schools are requiring students to participate in a daily physical education class? From my own personal experience, my high school only required students to participate in gym 3 days a week for 1 semester. This is definitely an issue, seeing as how over 1/3 of our nation's youth is either classified as overweight or obese, which can lead to many preventable diseases such as type 2 diabetes, hypertension, heart attack, or stroke. Requiring students to participate in a minimum of 30 minutes of physical activity 5 days per week could help to alleviate and prevent this prevalence of overweight or obesity in our youth. Both the CDC in 2011 and the World Health Organization in 2014 recommended that every child under the age of 18 should get at least 60 minutes per day of either moderate or vigorous physical activity. Half of this physical activity could be achieved in gym class alone if we required high schools to make this a necessary change. When students are increasing their amount of physical activity, they're also decreasing the risk or helping to alleviate the symptoms of a preventable disease that are likely to develop from these sedentary lifestyles that teenagers and students today are currently living. And not all physical education activities must be team-oriented. This would allow the less athletic students to feel welcomed and enjoy participating in a physically active lifestyle without having to feel embarrassment from their peers while they are performing these exercises. And in addition to the physical benefits, daily participation in physical activity also has very strong mental and cognitive benefits. I'm sure most of you have heard of exercise's ability to release endorphins, which increase our happiness, decrease stress levels, allow us to sleep better, reduce anxiety, etc. But exercise is also an excellent way to increase success in school, which is necessary if, as a nation, we're worried about our students' success. During my neuroscience class last semester, taught by Dr. Ginger Gottschall, we learned that exercise is an excellent way to consolidate new information that was just learned. Meaning that after students learn new information, once they participate in a bout of physical exercise, they are more likely to remember this information afterwards. Exercise also helps the brain create brain neurotrophic factor that helps to function to rewire memory circuits to work more efficiently in storing new knowledge. This information came from the Harvard Health publication in 2013. Because America is decreasing in educational rank, physical activity may help to improve these ranks by allowing students to better consolidate information and allow them to create new neuron circuits to store more information and be able to retrieve it better. Exercise has also been proven to help students concentrate better and manage their stress. According to John Rady in 2009, who is a clinical professor of psychology at Harvard Medical School, attention is mostly controlled by the hormones dopamine and norepinephrine, both of which are released during a bout of physical exercise. He states that the amount of hormones released during exercise are equivalent to 1 dose of the drugs Ritalin and Adderall, which are prescribed to students with attention deficit disorder. I think it's safe to assume that if exercise releases the amount of hormones that are contained in these drugs to help students with ADHD or ADD, it would definitely be beneficial to average students who are trying to pay attention during 45-minute or longer class time periods. As you can see, by reinstating physical activity into our high schools, it is possible to both increase the mental and physical well-being of our students, which is a necessary goal if we would like to improve our academic standards and help to decrease the prevalence of youth overweight and obesity. These problems affect each and every one of us because we are responsible for raising a nation that is healthy, both physically and mentally, and able to compete in this increasingly competitive global market. Therefore, we must create the changes everyone knows that need to happen, everyone talks about that need to change, but no one is actually doing something. We need to go to our school boards, we need to go to our state representatives, our local representatives, and ask for these changes to finally occur. This is essential if we would like to improve health and physical standards. In fact, it has been shown by the CDC in 2010 that even if we increase physical education time by taking time away spent in an academic classroom, there are 0 negative correlations. In fact, there's only positive change. We are only improving our youth's intellect by allowing them to participate in a daily gym class. Back to Dr. John Rady from Harvard, he states that exercise is miracle grow for the brain. He says that exercise keeps these cells healthy in a way that even playing chess or other highly cognitive activities doesn't. Therefore, we must do the best thing for our youth by requiring high schools to make students participate in at least 30 minutes of exercise 5 days per week at a bare minimum. We must allow them to grow their brains through participation in physical activity to improve our academic standards and to help our next generation grow both physically and mentally. Please go to your representatives and ask for these changes to happen so we as a nation can improve ourselves and make the next generation as successful as possible. Thank you.